Chase, have you ever been in a position, whether it was high school or at Duke, when you guys lost 5 straight?
Not that I can think of, but I've dealt with adversity a lot over the course of my career. So it's just because it's 5 straight doesn't make it any more different than any other adversity I've faced. And so I think as a team, that's one of the things that we're just trying to get over right now.
As one of the captains, what do you have to do to kind of make sure the guys are on track?
Just make sure to remain positive. It's easy to kind of get down in the dumps or hang your heads on the losses that we've had and the ways in which we could have possibly won, or try to think about what we can do better, and instead of kind of just, keeping everybody's spirits low, try to boost them up a little bit here in practice today and the days leading up to our next game.
You guys anything different since Saturday, either meeting as players or going out or getting away from this, or maybe more on the court, or anything?
We had 2 off days, kind of just to get away, and we're going to recoup back here today and try to get everybody on the same page and, like I said, keep everybody positive.
When you go up for a shot in the paint, are you trying to draw contact, or does it depend on the specific situation?
Depending on what it is. If I feel like I can draw a foul, I'll try to. But my main intention when I go up to shoot is to score. So.
How would you assess this season as a whole? Coach Miller kind of talked about how it was broken down into pieces versus the opposite, or the non-conference and conference play, or whatever. I'm curious how the players kind of look at this year as a whole.
Well, there's different parts. I'm sure Coach probably addressed how we've got the non-conference, like you said, and then comes Pac-12 play, and then we're kind of right dead smack in the middle of the Pac-12 season right now. So as we push forward, we kind of are just looking to finish out strong, and then give ourselves the best chance at gaining momentum on the way into the Pac-12 tournament.
Do you feel like you're 100% healthy at this point, or is it still a little bit limited?
Yeah, most definitely.
I wondered if, with your mentality, taking charges, et cetera, if you're hesitating at all these days, or were you, or?
No, not at all. Honestly, in the past couple of games, the charges that I've tried to take just haven't presented themselves like they have in the games past, and a lot of that comes with team scouting and knowing what to expect from our defensive schemes, our man-to-man defense. So I would say that's just kind of a result of teams knowing what to expect now. But my injury is not a reason why I would stop taking charges. So it's just kind of the opportunity hasn't presented itself.
Washington State had a lot of success defending you, doubling you a lot of, or maybe more so than normal. I don't know if you felt that way. It looked that way anyway. I didn't know if you felt like that, and is that something you expect to see maybe more?
I've seen double teams quite a few times this year. I wouldn't say it's something that Washington State did a particularly good job against, because when you go back and look at the film, they weren't necessarily defending the ball screen, so there wasn't a chance for me to get as open or the floor to be as spread out as it usually is against other teams. So I think that moving forward, as I watch film and I can kind of see and learn how I can be better in the terms of teams defending the ball screen in a way like that, I can do better.
What have you passed on from Coach K in your time at Duke to Coach Miller and just being a leader here at Arizona now?
I learned a lot while I was at Duke. I think that one of the biggest things is just me being able to use my voice. That was one of the things Coach K stressed a lot while I was at Duke, and then when I got to Arizona, that was already kind of a part of my narrative here. So when I got here, I felt like I was in a position to be a leader early on from the start.
You feel, it seemed like maybe when those games in LA kind of put an accent on how important it is to have you in there. Did you feel that, and do you feel any more pressure, with this skid you guys are on, as far as you need to be, kind of leading the way to get these guys back on track?
When you look at our team's margin for error that we had, In the beginning of the season, it was very small. I think we started off non-conference 9-4, and it easily could have been 6-7. We had the Utah Valley game where we were down 12 at halftime. A couple tough losses to Alabama, Baylor. We played against UC Davis, and that was a tough battle, close game. Came down to the last shot. So when you think about it, our team's margin for error has always been very small, and like I said, we got hit with adversity amongst the past few weeks. With myself being out, B-Wo being out, and unfortunately E-Man leaving the team. So a lot of things have kind of trickled in to the situation that we're in now. By no means is an excuse, but it's just something that we have to kind of deal with. And guys' roles change. Excuse me. And it's just up to everybody kind of now. We had our 2 days off to kind of get our minds right, but now it's time to kind of get back to the drawing board and make sure guys are ready to go here.
Yeah, I guess I just wondered, you personally though, and you've always known you were going to have a big role. You've had a big role. If you just felt any more pressure lately, as opposed to the rest of the season.
Like I said, going back to adversity, I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's just kind of something you have to work through. I had an injury a couple weeks ago. It's not the first or last time I'm ever going to be injured in my career. So, my teammates have dealt with that as well. So, I wouldn't say it's any added pressure. It's just kind of the game within the game.
Anything else for Chase? All right, thank you.
Thanks,
everybody.
Chase.
Thank you.